there are 5 stages in the study. First of all, the research team surveyed important factors on accepting mobile services. So for example, why do you select your operator? Because of cost, because of higher speed, because of more added value services, or other factors. In the second stage, the research team did interviews, actually by phone, calling from Beijing to people in the 2 cities to talk to them, try to confirm those important factors influencing use of mobile services. And then move on to the third stage. The research team designed the questionnaire and went to the 2 cities to distribute the questionnaire and to collect about 150 responses from both cities. In the fourth stage, a factor analysis was conducted to see how people in the 2 cities accept services in a different way. And finally, based on the results, the research team provide 20 design suggestions. The mobile service study in this case is mobile entertainment service. Mobile entertainment service actually run on wireless networked portable personal devices, including mobile phone games, images, ringtones, musics, like some music players and radio receivers built in mobile handsets. In the first stage, these are the 27 factors found accepting technology. So for example, like perceived usefulness. Before really using any product, any service, user can develop some perception on the usefulness of the product. Meaning a product or a service can be very useful, but may not be perceived. And the second one, perceived ease of use, is also similar. How easy the service, the product is perceived. Some products, some services can be very difficult, but it can be perceived as easy products, easy to learn, easy to use. Some may be very easy and perceived very easy. Some may be very easy but perceived very difficult. It depends. Because users haven't really used it, so their perception may be biased. But their perception can influence if they want to use, if they want to try the product or service. And the next one is also about perception, perceived complexity. I'll give you one example. I think you're familiar with Microsoft Office, like Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel. How difficult are they for a new user? And in the case we're studying mobile entertainment, so perceived enjoyment and fun is also an important factor. And also the output quality, relative advantage, compatibility are all important. In China as well as in many countries, users can be influenced by people around them. So peer influence, word of mouth, or even subjective norm can also be important factors. And there are more factors, like self-efficacy, meaning are they confident enough to use the product? And computer anxiety, can also be an important factor. If people are worried of using the product or the service, then they may not start to try the product or the service. And also one important factor like being younger can be associated with acceptance of mobile entertainment. And mobile services and mobile entertainment can help people communication. People may be able to share their experience of using services. So communication facilitating can also be a factor. And you can see all the factors are found in previous literatures. The research team reviewed the previous studies on acceptance of technology and conclude and combine those items in the first stage. In the second stage, the research team made phone calls to people in the two cities to explore whether there are new variables, new items, which have effects on Chinese rural users' acceptance of mobile entertainment, but not found in the 27 variables from literatures. In this case, the research team found one new factor, cost, to them. It's very interesting. How come? In literatures, in so many previous studies, cost was not there. How come the research team did not include a very simple, very important factor like cost in the first stage? Because most of the literatures reviewed by the research team were acceptance of management information system for a company or for an organization. In that case, cost is one factor, but not important as other factors. Or cost has been excluded from those studies. So the research team did not include cost. But in the second stage, when the research team interviewed some people in the two cities, they found out cost is so important. In the interview stage, there are only 3 rural participants interviewed. And to analyze the data, and the research team developed some certain ways to interview and to analyze the interview results. People in the two cities speak Mandarin Chinese, but they may have some accent. And the accent in Dezhou is different from the accent in Taizhou. So the research team invited people who were familiar with the accent to do the interview. In some cases, some dialects in China may sound like another language, particularly in southern part of China, like in Taizhou City. People can speak in dialect or use some special terms in the areas, or people can use some special terms in the region. So to study Chinese people in rural areas, language is an important issue to do the interview and to analyze the results. Based on the results of the second stage, the research team designed a questionnaire. And the questionnaire consists of the 28 items. And in total, 29 items were developed based on the 28 factors. And the 7-point Likert scale was used in the survey. There were 150 responses from Dezhou, 146 responses from Taizhou. The respondents were recruited from local companies. Those are people who already have mobile phones. In Taizhou, in the area near Shanghai, those respondents have higher education level and use more expensive mobile phones. The research team actually expected the difference. Here comes the result. actually the results were not that different